What's up? Hey, yo, turn it up. Cause DJ Smokey Bear.
Prodigy and B, you probably know them. They got signed under Wyclef, John. Okay. And at the time they had a hit single called Maria Maria. And they with Carlos Santana, they won like 3 Grammys. And Wyclef at the time, he was huge in our area of New York. When he was coming into the hood, he was signing a lot of, new acts, whatever. So one of my big brothers, who I was raised with under Public Enemy, he was still working for Public Enemy rap group, but he was also working at the time for J Records and also for Wyclef's personal record label and on the road with the Prodigy and B and other artists or whatever. So he came to me and was saying, he tried to sit me down, explain to me at the time how being a songwriter is how you make the money. And he was just like, you were a very good songwriter.
Shouts out to C-Sac out there. Shouts out to all my C-Sac members out there, you know what I'm saying? Writers United. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So he was telling me that Wyclef at the time was working on a new album for his solo album outside of the Fugees with Lauryn Hill and them. He wanted to do his own solo act. Yeah. And he went through mad materials and it was wet. But he got, Brother Mike gave him, let him listen to my demo and he liked my song, at the time that I had named Two Wrongs and I changed it to The Other Can Make It Right. He liked a lot of my work and he wanted to use the song, redo the production and turn it into a duet. So that's how the beef really started because I wanted to be on the record and I wanted to get signed to Wyclef. And I wanted to be on the record. I didn't want, him to use my songs and then not put me on the record. So that's how it got started because he ended up getting my song and my music. He made a derivative version on it. And he put his artist on it with him, so that's how it really got started.
Yeah, but in the lawsuit, I think I remember saying something about it was something with Usher.
Yeah, what happened during the time, right? It got crazy because during that time, Wyclef was going to sign me as part of the settlement, but it was a mess because it hit Celebrity Hollywood. It was actually the TV show Celebrity Justice and Access Hollywood and stuff. Yeah. It hit those shows, and he wanted to settle the case. But at the time, I got such a big buzz. I didn't want to take no deal with Wyclef. I wanted to go get a deal with Sony, Universal, or with somebody like Alicia Keys and Jeff Robinson. So I didn't really want to rock with him. So I kind of I shut down his offer, and I went and I got signed with Alicia now. When Clef found out about that, he decided that, he was going to, sabotage that. He met with Alicia Keys behind Jeff Robinson back and asked them to, turn over all my work. Because I was working on the album after I got signed with Alicia Keys and them over at Jeff Robinson, MBK Entertainment. And the name of my album at the time was called Caught Up. Yeah. And so Wyclef, he started going to meet with Alicia and them everybody came. But at the time, Jeff Robinson was so amazed with my songwriting and my artistry. They was doing the writers thing for Alicia and Jeff. They were sending out new materials to Jermaine Dupri, to Usher's camp, to everybody's camp that was working on new material. And they wanted me to accept that, and they wanted to send me over to Usher's camp to help write for his Confessions album. And they wanted, Jermaine Dupri, Terry, and Jimmy Jam to artist develop my songwriting. And then, we worked together and they worked on my project. I was so cool with that at first, but at the end of the day, I wasn't smart when it came to the business and how it works at that time with songwriter credits and stuff. Because Jeff was telling me he would take care of everything about my publishing and all that stuff. He just told me all I gotta do is come to all my meetings and then just go and do what he told me to do. I didn't know after Wyclef sabotaged everything for me, it all turned around, and that's when they asked me to take a ghostwriter fee for each song they wanted to use for Usher stuff, off of my music from my Caught Up album on the MBK, and I was told to tell them no because you'll be giving away your royalties. So I told them no, and then that's how that went down. They went on and took it anyway, and they just used it, and that's how that turned out, and it turned nasty from there.
Damn, right. That's deep. Oh, yeah, for all y'all artists out there, what she talking about is they was offering her money. It's called work for hire. That's how they get you out of giving you your back end money. Say, oh yeah, it's a work for hire. I paid her up front for this. Oh, nothing else.
Especially with beats.
That's how they get your artists. Work for hire. Don't do it unless you don't care about your back end money. So I got settled in court, out of court. I mean, what happened with that?
What happened was the lawyers because I got so hot, allhiphop.com, every news station and blog and magazines was covering the story. The lawyers got involved. They're the ones that turned and made the case bigger than what it was, because Usher actually wanted to sit down and talk to me and handle it outside of court and then help me with my career. Alicia claimed that she wanted to go ahead on and resolve the matter. Wyclef said he wanted to do the same thing, but the lawyers just talked to them. Then the lawyers came back and met with me and asked me to sign a confidentiality agreement, allow them to fix the cases on record, to look like I lost and look like the celebrities won, and I take the money and also let them pay for my studio stuff and help me get me back out. But I was like, that's sabotage. That's gonna mess up my character. And I said, if you wanna settle, why don't you just settle right? Don't try to beat me up and then you come back telling me, oh, you can't come out right now as a singer because Usher and Alicia coming out with a new album. Every other year when they came out with a new album, it was something new from the lawyers telling me I couldn't come out, and they want me to sign the confidentiality agreement and allow them to fix and throw my cases on the record. That's why the lawyers didn't put properly what I was sued for on my complaints, and they kept fixing the records. But technically, Usher actually he defaulted in that case. I'm supposed to have won, but because of the lawyers working together and fixing the cases, it was done like that on a court record. And I was pissed off because Usher sent a message to me not to allow the lawyers to, use the cases to turn it into a beef and make the money. But yet still he sat down with them, but didn't sit down with me. So at the end of the day, who got screwed? Me. Who career got blackballed for years? Me. Yeah. And they doing their thing, and I was on the sideline being destroyed.
Yeah. Feel you on that one. Oh shit, but so you talking about all this in your new book, right?
Yeah, all this gonna be in my new book, and my whole thing, like the book, I'm gonna tell it like it is, but I'm on this positive movement because I'm a good person. I'm from the church. I don't believe in mess like that. I don't believe in greed, because greed and all this kind of negativity, that's part of evil spirit, whether people look at it or not. And that's been tearing down the R&B and hip-hop. That's why the R&B and hip-hop is in the state that it is now. God talking to us. You got to change if you want to get back on top. Now you have other cultures of artists, white, Hispanic, everybody else blowing up in hip-hop and R&B, while us black artists are at the bottom and we're struggling right now. Why? Because we got caught up with greed, cheating, stealing people's music, song jackets, copyright infringement, killing, hurting people over music. That's not what God gave us this gift for.
Preach, sister. Yeah, so after all that, you know what I'm saying, you think you can never, squash the beef, as I'm saying, Usher and these kids, all of them, you know what I'm saying, Wyclef, think y'all ever come back together, do some music?
Yeah, because Jerry Wonder, that's, Wyclef's cousin and his partner for Platinum Sounds and all them hit records with Shakira and all of them. Jerry, I spoke to Jerry on Facebook, and Jerry was just like, God bless you, and I bring blessings towards your career. He said, what happened in the past, that's yesterday. He said, I hope one day, and we will all sit down to talk music and do collaboration and do new music and make some hit songs. That's what it's about. It's not about that old stuff and beef. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to sit down with them, to squash the beef and to collaborate on new music. And I want Usher to understand that all this lies that's being told to him by these attorneys is not true. I'm not like that. I'm the coolest person that anybody could ever meet. And if he would have sat down with me and saw what I wanted, even though they had stolen from me and did me wrong, all I wanted was my career and opportunity to have success in this music business. And if he would have sat down and gave me something and helped me with my album project, I would have been a happy woman. That's all I wanted.
Yeah. Damn.
And now all of us can spend all this money thousands of dollars in litigation fees, and they done paid all these lawyers all this money, and the attorneys was like, "Oh, Wadena, we could do better for you." And let me tell you what they did also. They even tried to take over my settlement by partnershiping with me for my case, right? Mm-hmm. So the record label kicked them out of the settlement, and they put up a lot of money, like over $50,000 of their own money into my music project as part of the case, because they said they wanted to be in partnership with me for a record label as part of my case, my litigation. You don't do no unethical stuff like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Unless you're wrong.
Yeah, unless you're wrong.
So this thing was nasty. I want a new opportunity, a new year. I don't know if you guys was able to hear that interview that took place in New York on Power 105.1 with that rapper from Houston, Trey.
Trey the Truth?
Yeah, you know that whole thing with him being banned from radio for years. He was talking about how I feel too. When your career is blackballed in the music industry, nobody want to work with you, nobody want to put you on the radio. That's a hard feeling. I went through hell, fire, and back. I mean, people wanted to work with me, and then they pulled back. Jeff Robinson, Alicia, Usher, Wyclef people, all their team, lawyers, everybody was calling the studios, and everywhere I went, they was blackballing me, man. They were demanding my masters. They was telling people don't work with me, don't help Wadena. I went through hell, and I shed many nights of tears. I lost jobs. They got me fired from my regular jobs. They were sending stuff. I even worked for a top, government job where I was a elected political, committee person for the Democratic Party. They embarrassed me during an election in New York, sending stuff to my job and trying to get me fired because I refused to voluntarily, quit the job or quit my leadership positions with the NAACP and stuff. I was pissed. You don't try to bring another artist down over some stupid music beef and you making money over somebody else's songwriting. You don't do no crap like that.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like you got a lot of faith in God, though. You know what I'm saying? So everything all going to go the right way.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the faith, and I forgive them, and I hope they forgive me for blasting them back out. Back then and now, when everything was going on, I just have faith that we could all work this out. My goal and my hopes was to sit down with Universal, Sony, and with these artists, and we just, work this thing out and make some good music. That's what I want to do. I want to do things in peace. This is a year of peace and miracles and the grace of God. So.
Okay. I mean, what I'm saying? Tell people what you got going on 2016 and moving forward, though.
What I'm doing now, and I'm moving forward, I'm working on my R&B album. Mm-hmm. I want to finally put out a full R&B album. I was stopped from doing that. My R&B album is going to be crazy. I have an upcoming single, a new single that's going to be coming out. I don't want to drop the name yet, but it's going to be fire. And my hope and my goal is to get, a celebrity rapper on it like Missy Elliott. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to keep that in prayer. I'm going to keep my faith, and I'm going to keep that in prayer and my hopes up. But my single is going to be hot. I got that coming up. I have the book coming out. And I thank you guys for hooking me up. God is blessing you for giving me that radio show. That is a blessing.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping the faith, and my goal is to blow up and to finally have success the way I want it in my music career for 2016.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We might have to link up, come up there, have you come on down. We have some pretty good connections down here. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Makes things happen, you know what I'm saying? I'm working with some of the greatest producers in Atlanta right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? We might have to do some work with Night Out Radio coming up in 2016. Might hear some big things from Wadena.
Yes. I'm ready. We're going to blow this thing up. And the Uptown Girl is coming to the Dirty South, to the ATL, and we're going to talk that talk with relationship talk, and we're going to bring it. That's how we do. It's going to be the hottest new show ever to hit the streets in the South, and we're going to take it nationwide.
On Atlanta Live 247, shout it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, it's been real good talking to you. I'm pretty sure it won't be the last time. Wadena Pyatt, everybody. Wadena Pyatt, everybody. Wadena Pyatt, everybody. Go and check her out.
That's right. That's right. And I thank you guys for having me, and God bless you for everything that you're doing to help artists like me. And, you know, what you're doing is huge. And I'm going to make sure I spread it to all of my bosses and everybody in, you know, your district too, for you guys to get an official award or recognition for what you're doing for the community and for artists. Thank you so much.
All right, man, no problem. Appreciate it, man. Night Hour Radio, man, this morning with your boy Specs and your boy Smokey Bear, man. Your girl Wadena Pyatt. We're going to get you a couple commercials. We're going to pay these bills right quick. We're going to holler at y'all in just a second.